Hey guys, Mike here with another video for you guys. Today's video is on this 2021 Nissan Rogue. We are going to be doing remote start install. So this is the kit that I picked up on Amazon. All right, let's see if there's a part number for you guys. No part number, but you just search Rogue if you have a 2021. This is for 21 and up. Do not get the ones before that. It will not work. Especially if it's a push button. Like here. Yes, I know the glitter. It's not my car, it's my wife's car. But winter time here in Michigan is getting horrible now, so it's time that we put this in. So this kit lets you utilize your factory remote, okay? So it would just be, I think, three clicks, 3 presses on the lock button, and it would turn this on from what I remember. The process is fairly easy. We're gonna have to take the OBD2 port out, which is down here. We're gonna have to take that out, and then we're gonna have to bring the dash down, and we need to access the computer. And I think, okay guys, small update. All right, so I removed the side cover here, but you really don't need to remove it. I just thought I'd have better access to this, but if you wanted to, you can. It just pops right open. The kit usually comes with one of these, so you just pop this kit out. I'll pop the side panel out, and you would just pull down on this. There's a little tab in here, so you can see right there. You can't. I tried to pull down on this, but it seemed like I was gonna break it. There's no other screws down here besides this one here in the fuse box. You're gonna have to pull this panel off. This panel is usually here. You guys are gonna have to pull that panel off, and this is a T64, I believe it was. Let me double check. Yeah, T64. Yep. And it should just come right out, okay? And let's see what the next step is, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, guys. Finally, we have the bottom panel out. So let me just show you what's going on here. Okay. So this panel, of course, goes down here. Okay. I forgot to mention. I don't know if I mentioned the OBD port. Anyways, when the OBD2 port is connected, you would just have to push this pin in here, and then you might have to push this one in. But honestly, as soon as I push this, it just went inside, and it just comes right out. This is for the dashboard lights, okay? That was connected over here. I took that out. And then you have this little white clip that attaches in there, and then this one. You're gonna have to remove those as well, or else if you keep yanking on them, they are going to break. They're fairly easy. One of them, the top one is connected here. Again, they just have little pins here on the side that you just push in. Okay. And then, so these are the clips where they're clipped in. Is 1 right here, 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. Okay, they're a little, especially if this panel hasn't been off in a while before. Of course, they're newer cars; they're not going to be off. It's going to take a minute. It took me a minute to get this off. I didn't want to break anything, and then I have to replace it all. Be careful with the airbag here. I would suggest, if you guys have never done this before, or maybe you're just be a little cautious around. Airbags. You can always, if you're worried about it, you can always disconnect the battery. Okay, I'm not gonna do that though. That's I don't really need to now. Anyways, I'm into it. Deep into it already. I already disconnected a bunch of things. Okay, so what we're looking for is the main harness that we need to plug into. So one of the kit plugs into this. One of the harness plugs into this, and then the new OBD2 port plugs back into that panel that I removed. Okay, so let me figure out what I need, where I need to plug it in, and of course I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Guys, just a small update. Getting really frustrated. This, it's supposed to be plug and play, okay, which I understand is plug and play. But the videos that they have online, they have this code here that you can scan, okay? And it lets you go online and, you know, figure out how to take apart this stuff and put it on and install this. But this is for older Nissans, okay? Even though the Rogue is listed in here, it's for older cars. None of the stuff matches with anything that I'm doing in there. The BCM that we need to locate on these cars, it's on the left-hand side. The BCM on this Rogue is all the way behind this fuse box. Okay, it's right here. It's this one. This plastic panel here. And there's no way to get to it without removing this entire thing. And I wish the directions would have said that, because I was trying to figure out how to pull it apart without taking this out. But then I figured, when I looked back at the pamphlet, and it was just not the right vehicle. Even when you go online, the same video shows the same car that they have in these photos. So this is a very outdated process that they're showing here. They really need to update it. I really hope this works when I remove all this. All right, guys, here back I am. So we're having a bit of an issue. Okay, so I connected everything. The module is on, which is right here. Okay, and as soon as I plugged it and I came to turn the truck on, at first I tried to start the car with the push button here. And as soon as I did that, just every single light on the dashboard just lit up, and the truck would not turn on anymore. So of course, I had to do something with the wiring. So I figured they missed something with the wiring, but I thought maybe I should have disconnected the battery to begin with. So that's a no-no on my part. So in case you guys are doing this, I would suggest, actually I would not suggest, I would tell you to definitely disconnect the battery, because it messes around with the computer system, and that's what ended up happening here. And I finally got it to turn back on, but the remote start is not working even after pressing the log button 3 times. The hazard lights will just flash and it'll just keep trying to initiate. So the problem was I completely forgot the check engine light was on. So I plugged it in, and I'm gonna see what the code is. Says pending code's 8. The engine is off. I don't know why I keep saying that. Unless it cleared itself out right now. Let me unplug it. I can plug it back in. That's just so hard to do. Well, I'm trying it this way. I know it's not linking to the vehicle right now because the vehicle's not on it. Let's switch it. Lock the vehicle. Well, wait a minute. I'll get back to you guys in a sec. You guys finally got everything working. So it was a check engine issue, and I highly suggest you guys take the battery out. So what happened, I guess, when I plugged the module in and whatnot, I just, I guess being a new car, it's got a lot of computers. A lot more computers than a generic, you know, older cars maybe. So it kind of threw things off. And then it just took some time for it to turn back on until it got situated, I guess. So it was like, hey, okay, I'm happy with this module. I guess I'll turn back on right now. So, anyways, I don't want to make this long video longer than it is. Let me recap for you guys really quick. Here we go. Okay, so the BCM that you guys need is under the dash, okay? It is. Let me see if I can get you in there. All right, that's this guy right up here, okay? Right here. I hope you guys could see it, okay? That's this one. There's a harness. One of those harnesses plugs into the BCM, and then the harness that used to go into the BCM plugs into this guy here, okay? So this was the original one that was inside the truck. This is the aftermarket remote start that plugs into this, and this end goes back to where this used to be. Okay, hope that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it does. And then you have the module. Okay, you have the module, which is right here. This module, one black wire, but do not connect this black wire. I didn't read the directions again. The black wire goes in when you're supposed to hold this down to program it. The only thing that you plug in is just the OBD port. And I did plug in this wire, even though it says plug in all the wires after you're done. Plugged everything in, and here's the OBD2 port. And then I still have to plug it into the back there. And pretty much you hold this button down, and then you plug this in while you're holding it in, and this will start flashing red light and blue, and then it'll stop on blue. And you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it how it does it. Let me just show you the directions really quick. Okay. So yeah, here it says you hold down that button like I was saying, and you connect it, and then it will flash, and it will end up, the flash will stop at the blue LED. There's a blue LED in there which it will stop at, and then it says insert remaining connector, which is the back one, but I already did that before that. It says do not press the brake pedal. Okay, so you don't want to press the brake pedal when you're doing this. And then you're supposed to push the push start button. You push that, and then you press and hold the button again, the programming. So after you push the start button, you're going to hold this down, and it will start cycling through the LEDs again, and it will land on blue again, and it will flash intermediately. Okay, it'll flash rapidly, I should say. And then once it does that, then you turn the ignition back off and press unlock on the remote once. Okay, and then you press unlock on the remote itself once. So that ends the programming, and it should be programmed. So if you do run into the issue where the truck just doesn't want to turn back on again, just give it a few minutes. Just keep trying the ignition, turn it on, turn it back off if you happen not to unplug the battery, which I highly suggest that you guys do. Okay guys, a couple hours later, this install should have not taken this long. It's not complicated. What if they would have had better directions? A better video that actually shows the proper vehicle, it would have been much easier. In the process, I had to take the panel off 2 times because I kept having issues. So the issue was the harness that I plugged into the PCM kept disconnecting from the vehicle, and then the car wouldn't turn on anymore. So I don't know if this is going to continue to be an issue. I'm going to monitor it for the next couple days and see how it's going to go, because my wife does drive this truck, and I don't want her to be in the middle of the road somewhere, or she goes to school to pick up the kids, and lo and behold, the truck stops working or something, or it loses connection, which is kind of unsafe, to be honest with you. No, it's not. It's got the wrench. Nope, same thing. It's doing the same thing again. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna unplug it, you guys. It's too much of a hassle. This will be the 3rd time I'm going back into the bottom panel now. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know why it's losing connection. Here we go again. Now it keeps doing this all over again. The beeping noise is driving me crazy. It doesn't want to start. It does not. Guys, I think I finally figured the problem. Scratch everything I said. It's not the remote start. It was my fault, actually. Oh man, the battery ran out on this. Okay. So the problem was the harness that goes from here to the PCM that plugs into the back of this, the one they give you, did not click in all the way. So that was my fault. only because I tried doing it through the dashboard, but I ended up taking the fuse box off, and I did taking out the PCM. Honestly, I recommend just doing it this way. I was just trying to cut corners and see if I can do it faster. But that's what happens when you try to cut corners. In the process, I broke the fuse box, not the fuse box, but I chipped a little piece of it here off the plastic. No big deal right here. But that did secure it a little bit, so I'm not gonna be able to glue it on right now. It's just gonna fall back off. So I'm gonna have to do that in the future. Because I do need to drive the truck in a little bit. I've been saying that forever. Anyways, so make sure you guys just follow it step by step. Take out the fuse box first. There's 2 little tabs on the side here, which are these guys. Okay, and then there's this one that clicks in. You need to basically push them out while you unclip this one. All right, guys. Let me put everything back together, and hopefully can give you guys a nice remote start view. Okay. Hey guys. So it's been about a week now. Pretty much it's been flawless. It has turned on every single time. And at first I wasn't going to recommend this product, but it was actually user error. So that was my error. That was my fault. What was happening was the wiring that came with the Remote X package was disconnecting from the PCM, and I didn't. When I first connected it, I didn't push it in all the way, so it was coming loose every single time, and that's why the dashboard lights were going crazy like a Christmas tree. So it hasn't given me any issues since I figured out the problem, but I didn't want to make an update video until I was well, not an update video. I didn't want to update you guys on the situation because I wanted to be sure that it was going to be working before I recommended this product. Because it's something that they shouldn't be taken lightly, especially on a vehicle. So lo and behold, something happens on the road. Somebody gets this product for their significant other, or a brother, or sister, or mom, or dad. You want them to be in good hands. So, anyways, let me show you guys. Like I said, it's been working great. So this utilizes the factory fob, and what you do is you can just press it 3 times, basically. So 1, 2. Well, that's my other car, never mind. Sorry, guys. Oh, this is the other key. And then you hold it on the 3rd, and it takes about a second or 10 seconds for it to run. There you go. And then to turn it off, it's just the same thing. You press 3 times, and then it turns it off. Now the runtime is 10 times, and you can run it you can remote start it basically 2 times. I got an email a few days ago from the seller, and they advised me. I didn't ask them anything, they just advised me by themselves. They said they're from the factory, you can't remote start it more than twice. If you do want to remote start it more than 2 times, then you have to drive the vehicle. It has to move back and forth. I guess it's a computer issue or something. But yeah, it'll run for 10 minutes the first time, 10 minutes the second time. You can see it running right there. Yeah, heats up real nice. Spends a lot of gas, a lot more gas. Now let me show you when you get inside the vehicle. When you get inside, what you have to do. Okay, so once you're in, you're going to, it tells you right here, you're going to push the brake and the switch drive button at the same time. So we're going to press the brake and then press this in, and everything comes to life. As you can see, the heat is on. My wife keeps it on high, so that way in the morning it'll run for her. It'll be nice and toasty. Yeah, and basically if you get in it and you just press the start button, it'll just turn right back off. You have to press the brake and the start button at the same time for it to work, to keep the remote active. So yeah, let's just turn it off now. We don't really need it. But yeah, it's a good product. I recommend it. The best thing is you don't have to carry another key fob. I hate lugging things around, and you don't want to lug things around with you. It gets to be annoying. I already have too many keys as it is. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this product, but I'll leave a link for you guys to, if you wanted to pick it up in the Amazon. That's where I picked it up. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.